Right, welcome back folks. Today we're working on a Vauxhall Vivaro. This is a Mark II Vivaro. It's a 2015 model. It's the 1.6 bi-turbo. And what we're doing today is we're replacing the rear pads. We're not doing the discs are fine. The pads are just getting a bit low. They was advised on the MOT, previous MOT. I've already done the other side. I've done the front ones as well, but I didn't film that because my last video on the channel was working on another Vivaro where I actually done the front brakes, pads and discs on that one. So if you do want to know how to do the front ones, check out my previous video on the Vauxhall Vivaro. There's a full playlist on the channel for Vivaro stuff. And I thought I'd just bring you along and show you what it entails to change the rear brake pads on one of these Vauxhall Vivaros. You only need very few tools. Obviously you do need to get your vehicle up in the air, so you do need a jack and the axle stand. We're actually sitting on 2 axle stands and the trolley jack. You need your 19mm, that to take your wheel off, and then to actually do the brake pad job you actually only need a 15mm spanner just to hold back on one of your 2 of your pins, and a 13mm socket just to undo your carrier. So you don't really need a very big tool selection to do a job like this. Also a bit of brake cleaner and just some rags just so you can get yourself cleaned up. I also have a couple of wire brushes just so I can clean as I go. So we've got our 2 new pads here. As I say, I've already done the other side. So these are the pads. You can see they're only small because they're only on the rear on these. The front ones are twice the size. Something a bit like that size sort of thing. So you also get a set of new bolts as well, so it's worth using them. So what we're going to do first is I'll just bring you in for a little look. So just coming in here, I don't know if you can see the head of that bolt there. We're going to be undoing that. So it's a 13mm, and just behind the bracket there's a big nut which is a 15mm. So when you undo the 13 you have to hold back on the 15, otherwise it will just spin and won't come out. So just bear that in mind. And then we've got another one just on the bottom there. So that's all we need to undo is them 2 13mm bolts. And I'm not sure what you'll be able to see here because they say it's a bit tight and dark. These shouldn't be very tight, these. See, that's it cracked now. And then, as I say, we do need to hold back on the bolt just the other side of the bracket just to stop that spinning. So that'll stop the pin spinning and then the bolt will come out then. So you also will need a piston winding tool because on the rears of these Vauxhall Vivaros they are winding pistons. The fronts are just pushing. So I'll say there's your bolt there. We do get a replacement one there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the bottom one and I'll come back to you. Right then folks, that's both bolts out now. So we're just going to try and prise this carrier back now, just from top and bottom. Bearing in mind you do need to leave your handbrake off as well because this is controlled by the handbrake, this caliper. So make sure your handbrake's off as well. That's just something to remember because otherwise that will pull your pads on and you won't be able to get your caliper carrier off. So just keep wiggling that out, get hold of it, don't let it drop because you don't want it to put loads of pressure on that brake line there. So we're just going to put that there for a minute and we'll take a look at these pads. And they're near enough down to the rivet there. So we'll just compare these. So here's a comparison for you. Look how much meat is on that left one compared to that one. So as you can see there behind that one, that's how much meat is on there. I mean, I've had the van 3 years and I've never had to touch it. So this is the first set of pads in 3 years this van's had. I'm just going to clean these runners up here because you want to get these nice and clean. So when your pads are pushing in and out, compressing, when you put your foot on the brake, they want to be sliding nice and easy there. They don't want to be dragging on there. So if you've got any rust on there, clean it off and get yourself a nice surface area so these can run freely. So I'm going to do that now. I say I've got some brake cleaner there and I just use a little wire brush, and if you've got a flat-headed screwdriver you can just use that to get any debris off, but it's not too bad, this one, to be fair. So I'm going to do that both sides. Don't forget to do the back side as well. Right guys, so that's them carriers all clean now, them sliders all clean now. Also I've checked my pins, they're all running freely and fine. If yours are stiff, just give them a pull out, they will pop out, and just give them a clean and re-grease. But I say mine are, as you can see, mine are perfect and they're spinning, doing everything as they should, so I'm not going to mess about with them today. So what we're going to do now is we're coming to wind our caliper in. Just keep that on my shoe. So it's wound right out obviously because the pads were that worn. So this is the caliper tool we're using, and you can just see in there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a couple of little V's in the piston, so them V's will locate into them pins there, so it's just a bit awkward to show you. So I'm going to get set up first. Right, so I've all set up on there now, so I'm just going to wind my caliper in. Right, so that's bottomed out now, so we know we're fully home with that. We can take this out, that's done its job, what we need to do. And without this tool, it would be a nightmare of a job. So that's wound in. We'll leave that up there for a minute just to rest. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to apply a bit of copper slip just on our runners here. And just be careful you don't get any on your disc. So if you do get any on your disc, make sure you do clean that off of there, because you don't want to introduce any grease on your braking system, because that won't be very good. And you ain't got to lather it on, just put a nice smear on there. And once that's on, you just put your brake pads back in, rear one on, and then these springs, they just sit in the back of the carrier, they just split open like that. So it's fairly straightforward. So that's everything ready now. That's how simple it is to do this job. So we can just put that over the carrier like that. Put that over there. So just make sure your springs don't pop through that hole basically. Just like that. Get your top bolt started. And then you can push your bottom one down. Then that just takes the tension on them springs then, you see. Right, I'm just going to start off with my ratchet. And again, you might have to hold back on these when you come to do them up. See, it's pulling that carrier in now. And that's where it's spreading them springs now. So yeah, that one's spinning again, so we just hold that back. So you ain't got to swing off them, that's perfectly tight. And that's job done, that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give the disc a good clean up now. To make sure there's no debris on there. Again, we'll spray the back down. And I just like to give me a hub a bit of a clean here. That's where the wheel sits on, and I just like to give that a clean off. And then I like to use a bit of copper slip around there just to clean it, just so it prevents the wheels from sticking to the hub. So I'm happy with that. that's the rear brakes done now. And that, people, is how simple it is to do these rear brakes on one of these Vauxhall Vivaros. And it's the same as the Renault Trafics and the Nissan ProMaster, is it? They're all the exact same. And this is what I mean. I just like to put a bit of copper slip just on here, and that prevents this wheel from welding itself on there, basically. So there we go. So I'll put the wheel back on for you here. Alright then, so we'll get this wheel back on. And there we go, that just slipped on there nicely, just because of that little bit of a copper slip on there. It's only a little quick fast blast video, this. There is a full playlist on this van if you're interested, where I've converted it into a bit of a day van, camper van. We've fitted diesel heaters into it, we've got rock and roll beds, we've got some worktops and units in there. What else we got in there? I can't think now. We've cut windows into the side of it. There is a full conversion playlist. We've carpeted it, insulation, sound deadened, everything in there is recorded on this channel. So if you are interested in that, if you've got a van and you want a few ideas, check out the playlist on the Vauxhall Vivaro conversion, or we got the Vauxhall Vivaro maintenance side. So there's a couple of playlists, go and check them out. And I'm going to leave it here. I'm just going to get these wheels just nipped up, put the van back on the floor, and then we'll talk them up to spec, and that's this little job done. So if you have enjoyed watching this, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a like and a subscribe, and until next time, we'll see you about.